Hello, welcome back. Just gonna take a sip. Today we are talking about what Elon Musk and SpaceX have to do with the natural gas industry. I love it when industries intersect like this. It just keeps things interesting. Last week on May 5th, Starship number 15, or SN15, successfully completed SpaceX's 5th high-altitude flight test of a Starship over here in Texas. The SpaceX spacecraft and Super Heavy rocket are collectively referred to as a Starship, and they are designed as a fully reusable transportation system to carry crew and cargo to Earth orbit, to the moon, to Mars, and beyond. Starship will be able to carry more than 100 metric tons and will be the world's most powerful launch vehicle ever developed. And thus concludes the SpaceX PR portion of this video. What caught my attention was in the latest press release is that the Raptor engines that propel the Starship use supercooled liquid methane and liquid oxygen. Liquid methane is also known as LNG, or liquefied natural gas. The Raptor engine was one of the first to be powered with liquid methane and is designed to be used about 1,000 times. Now, this is not any breaking news. The first Raptor engine flew in 2019, but the fact that the test flights are still happening 2 years in is a good sign that it is a viable technology. Now, I know a lot of you work at the energy sector, you invest in natural gas as a commodity or in LNG companies, and I thought this would be an interesting development to watch. Currently, there are dozens of LNG facilities around the world that process methane and cool it to liquid temperatures to make it easier to export and ship around the world. Most of the time, the natural gas is only stored at supercooled liquid temperatures for transport, and then as soon as it reaches its destination, it is regasified and put into a pipeline to use for things like power generation, ground transport, heating and cooking. While natural gas is still a hydrocarbon, when refined and burned, it produces 25 to 30% less carbon dioxide per joule than oil and 40 to 45% less than coal. It is often referred to as a bridging energy source between conventional fossil fuels and renewables. The main benefit of using methane is that it has a higher performance than other fuels, meaning the rocket can be smaller. It is lower cost too, which means the total cost of launching can be brought down. Methane also prevents a buildup of deposits in the engine compared to other fuels like kerosene. This is a process known as coking. And according to Japan's Aerospace Exploration Agency, it is less evaporable and better suited for vehicles that travel to space for prolonged periods of time, such as inter-orbit transporters and planetary probes. Next, the possibility of explosion is lower and it is therefore safer. And LNG is high density, so the propellant tank can be smaller, which is it's suitable for large-size launch vehicles such as a reusable transporter. According to industry analyst Spacework, methane may also be available on the surface of Mars. And if we could extract methane from the Martian surface and potentially the lunar surface, we wouldn't need to transport fuel or as much fuel into space. This process is known as in situ resource utilization, or ISRU. So as space travel becomes more prevalent, are we going to see a new market for LNG? Will this change where we build our LNG facilities? And what does this mean for other modes of transportation? As we move towards more sustainable options, could we see LNG used for air travel? For airlines, fuel represents about 35% of the operating costs, and if you compare this to SpaceX, it accounts for less than 1%. It is technically possible to use LNG for aircraft, but it would require a complete redesign of airplanes, and no one has really solved the challenges around a cryogenic fueling system yet. But the cost saving is there, so it's something that we'll just have to watch and see. So that is all for this week. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.